Have you ever heard the name William Shakespeare and felt a little scared? Maybe you thought his English is too old, too difficult, too confusing. But here's the truth. Shakespeare's stories are not complicated. They are about love, jealousy, ambition, power, family, revenge, and broken hearts. These are things we still feel today. In this video, I will explain some of Shakespeare's greatest plays in simple English. No difficult words, no old language, just clear stories and strong themes. Let's step into the world of drama. 1. Hamlet, the prince who could not decide. Simple summary. Hamlet is a prince of Denmark. His father, the king, suddenly dies. Very quickly, Hamlet's mother marries his uncle, Claudius. This feels wrong to Hamlet. One night, Hamlet sees the ghost of his dead father. The ghost tells him something shocking. He says Claudius killed him. Now Hamlet wants revenge. But there is a problem. Hamlet thinks too much. He doubts everything. He asks, what if the ghost is lying? He waits. He plans. He pretends to be crazy. Because of his delay, many people die. His girlfriend Ophelia goes mad. His mother dies. His best friend dies. And finally, Hamlet dies too. Main themes. Revenge. Hamlet wants justice, but revenge destroys everyone. Indecision. Thinking too much can stop you from acting. Madness. Some characters are truly mad. Others pretend. Life and death. Hamlet asks deep questions about existence. This play teaches us, waiting too long can be just as dangerous as acting too fast. 2. Romeo and Juliet, love that could not survive hate. Simple summary. Romeo and Juliet are young and fall in love instantly. There is one big problem. Their families hate each other. The Montagues and the Capulets have been enemies for years. Romeo and Juliet secretly marry. They dream of a peaceful future, but violence follows them. Romeo kills Juliet's cousin in a fight and is sent away from the city. They create a risky plan to escape together. Juliet drinks a sleeping potion to fake her death. Romeo does not know the truth. He thinks she is really dead. He drinks poison and dies beside her. Juliet wakes up. She sees Romeo dead. She takes a knife and ends her life too. Main themes. Young love, pure, intense, emotional. Family conflict. Hate between families destroys innocent lives. Fate. It feels like destiny pushes them toward tragedy. Impulsiveness. Acting without thinking leads to disaster. This story reminds us, love is powerful, but hate can be even more powerful if people refuse to forgive. 3. Macbeth, the danger of too much ambition. Open book simple summary. Macbeth is a brave soldier. One day, 3 witches tell him he will become king. At first, it sounds impossible, but soon, the current king visits Macbeth's home. Macbeth's wife, Lady Macbeth, pushes him to kill the king and take the crown. Macbeth is afraid, but ambition wins. He kills the king. He becomes king, but he cannot relax. He feels guilty. He sees visions. He becomes paranoid. He kills more people to protect his power. Lady Macbeth also feels guilt. She starts sleepwalking and imagining blood on her hands. In the end, Macbeth loses everything. He dies in battle. Main themes: ambition, wanting success is normal, but too much ambition destroys morals. Guilt, you cannot escape your conscience. Power, power gained through violence never brings peace. Influence, Lady Macbeth strongly influences her husband's choices. This play teaches us, success without integrity leads to destruction. 4. Othello, jealousy that destroys love. Simple summary. Othello is a respected general. He marries Desdemona, a kind and loyal woman. But Othello has an enemy named Iago. Iago is jealous because Othello did not give him a promotion. So Iago creates a lie. He makes Othello believe that Desdemona is cheating on him. There is no proof, but Othello trusts Iago more than his wife. Jealousy grows inside him like poison. He becomes angry and suspicious. Finally, he kills Desdemona. After her death, he learns the truth. She was innocent. Othello realizes his mistake and kills himself. Main themes: jealousy. Jealousy can destroy even the strongest love. Manipulation. Iago uses lies to control others. Trust. Without trust, relationships collapse. Insecurity. Othello doubts himself and his worth. This story shows us jealousy is one of the most dangerous emotions. 5. King Lear, when pride blinds a father. Simple summary. King Lear is old. He decides to divide his kingdom between his 3 daughters. But first, he asks them to say how much they love him. 2 daughters lie and flatter him. The youngest daughter, Cordelia, speaks honestly and simply. Lear becomes angry. He believes the lies and rejects Cordelia. After giving power to the older daughters, they turn against him. They treat him badly. Lear slowly loses his power and his mind. In the end, he understands his mistake. Cordelia forgives him. But tragedy strikes again. Cordelia dies. Lear dies from grief. Main themes: pride. Lear's pride stops him from seeing the truth. Family betrayal. Not all children are loyal. Blindness. Emotional blindness is more dangerous than physical blindness. Aging and power. Losing power can change how people treat you. This play reminds us, honesty is more valuable than sweet lies. 6. The Tempest, forgiveness over revenge. Simple summary. Prospero was once a duke. His brother betrayed him and took his power. Prospero and his daughter Miranda were sent away to a lonely island. On that island, Prospero learns magic. Years later, his enemies pass near the island in a ship. Prospero creates a storm and brings them to the island. He now has the chance for revenge, but instead of destroying them, he chooses forgiveness. In the end, he gives up his magic and returns home peacefully. Main themes: forgiveness. Mercy is stronger than revenge. Power and control. Prospero controls others through magic. Growth. True strength is learning to forgive. This play teaches us, revenge feels powerful, but forgiveness brings peace. 7. A Midsummer Night's Dream. Love is funny and confusing. Open book simple summary. This is a comedy. for young lovers run into a forest. In the forest, fairies use magic to control love. People fall in love with the wrong person. There is confusion, jealousy, funny misunderstandings. At one point, a man's head is turned into a donkey's head. But in the end, magic is fixed. Love returns to normal. Everyone marries happily. Main themes: love is irrational. Love does not always make sense. Dream versus reality. The forest feels like a dream world. Humor. Not all Shakespeare stories are tragic. This play shows that love can be magical, messy, and sometimes ridiculous. 8. Julius Caesar, Betrayal and Politics. Simple summary. Julius Caesar is a powerful leader in Rome. Some people believe he wants to become a king and destroy democracy. His friend Brutus loves Rome and respects Caesar. But others convince Brutus that killing Caesar is necessary. Brutus joins a group of men. They stab Caesar in public. Caesar's last words show his shock at Brutus' betrayal. After the murder, Rome falls into chaos and war. Brutus eventually loses and takes his own life. Main themes: betrayal. Being betrayed by a friend hurts the most. Power and politics. Politics can turn friends into enemies. Public versus private loyalty. Should you protect a friend or your country? This play reminds us, good intentions can still lead to terrible results. Why Shakespeare still matters today? You may wonder. These plays were written more than 400 years ago. Why do we still read them? Because the emotions are still real. We still feel jealousy like Othello. We still love deeply like Romeo and Juliet. We still struggle with ambition like Macbeth. We still make mistakes like King Lear. We still overthink like Hamlet. The language may be old, but the feelings are timeless. That is why Shakespeare is still studied, performed, and loved all over the world. His stories are not just about kings and queens. They are about us. So now you see, Shakespeare is not difficult. He is dramatic. He is emotional. He is powerful. And most importantly, he understands the human heart. If you enjoyed this simple explanation of Shakespeare's greatest plays, let me know in the comments. Which story touched you the most? Was it the tragic love of Romeo and Juliet, the ambition of Macbeth, or the deep thinking of Hamlet? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more simple explanations of great literature. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep exploring powerful stories.